Menopause Taylor here, your menopause educator. But you know, sometimes I'm more of a medical educator, and in some instances, I'm even a business educator. In the last tutorial, I taught you that our healthcare system is really a disease care system. Doctors are trained to treat disease. They are not part of the wellness industry that deals with health. But you don't deal with only your doctor when you have a disease. You deal with a bunch of other things that are built into the disease care system. Most notably, your health insurance company, which is really a disease insurance company. For simplicity, I'm just going to call it medical insurance. So today, I'm going to talk to you about medical insurance. Now you may say, phooey, I already know about medical insurance, but I guarantee that there are some things you don't know. Depending on where you live, your medical insurance situation will differ. But regardless of the structure, there are things about it that just don't make sense. A lot of my comments today will pertain to the United States medical insurance system. It is, without doubt, the most convoluted and confusing one of all. Those of you living in a country with a single payer system or national healthcare system or socialized medicine will be shocked at some of what I have to say. And you might just find yourselves feeling very fortunate. Let's start with the broad topic of insurance. Now, you probably know me well enough to realize that I think about everything, and I've also taken insurance law in law school, so I know a few things about it. So let me just say a few words about insurance in general. Have you ever thought of an insurance policy as a bet? Yeah, you heard me correctly. I said a bet. All insurance policies are a bet between you and the insurance company. With life insurance, it goes like this. You say to the life insurance, I bet you I'm gonna die. And the life insurance company says, I bet you're not. And you say, well, how about this? I'll pay you a bunch of money. And if I do die, you give all that money and more to somebody else. With property insurance, it's the same principle. You say to the property insurance company, I bet you I'm going to have property damage. And the insurance company says, I bet you you're not. And you say, well, how about this? I'll pay you to pay me for my damaged property if it gets damaged. And with your car insurance, you say to the car insurance company, I bet you I'm going to have a wreck. And the insurance company says, I bet you're not. And you say, okay, I'll pay you. And if I do have a wreck, you pay to fix it. So with all insurance, you're assuming that something will happen to you that obligates the insurance company to take care of you. The problem is that all insurance policies are riddled with exclusions and disclaimers to make it so that they don't have to take care of you. That's how the insurance companies make money. With medical insurance, you're betting that you'll get ill, and the insurance company is betting that you won't. And you expect the insurance company to take care of you if you do get ill. But without exception, medical insurance is the most poorly understood insurance of all. And this video will teach you why. So make sure you watch it and get everyone you know to watch it. Especially U.S. medical insurance. Now, why is that? Well, just think about it. You don't even shop for your medical insurance. Your employer does. You shop for your life insurance, you shop for your property insurance, and you shop for your car insurance. And because you shop for your life, property, and car insurance, you buy precisely what you want or need. You work directly with the insurance agent. You know what is covered, you know what isn't covered, and you know the rules for making a claim. But when it comes to your health or disease, Someone else shops for your insurance. Your employer does all the shopping for your medical insurance, and then you just use what he or she offers you. Or maybe you have some degree of choice. Some employers offer 3 levels of insurance, but most employees choose between them based on how much they have to pay. So generally speaking, individuals do not purchase medical insurance in the United States. Employers do. Have you ever thought about how weird that is? What do your employment and your health have in common? Absolutely nothing. So why in the world is your employer shopping for your medical insurance? Your medical insurance is quite possibly the most important of all insurance products, and it's very personal. So again, why does your employer have anything at all to do with your medical insurance? There's actually a historical basis for this. In the 1940s, during World War II, the National War Labor Board froze salaries. Companies facing severe labor shortages decided to attract workers by offering health insurance instead of raising salaries. And then, to encourage the trend, the federal government ruled that money paid for employees' medical insurance would be tax-free for the employer. So it was a win-win situation for all in the short term. The problem is that after the war ended and salaries were no longer frozen, there was no longer a need for employment-based medical insurance. But somehow, the United States neglected to disconnect employment and medical insurance. And the link between the two has remained ever since. And it's caused nothing but chaos. Here are some of the problems. 1, people don't have the employment longevity that they once had. Nowadays, people change jobs more frequently. So when your employment changes, your medical insurance changes, and that interferes with continuity of care. 2, employers often change the insurance they offer. So even if you do continue to work for the same company for a long time, it's very likely that your medical insurance will change. 3, not everyone has an employer through whom they can get medical insurance. People who are employed part-time or not at all may have no affordable means of getting insurance. And if you have to shop for it yourself, you don't know much about it. 4, because medical insurance involves employers and whole companies, the insurance pools that determine cost are distorted. Semi-employed and unemployed people are sicker than fully employed people. Now think about another thing that's bad about getting your medical insurance through your employer. You know how you don't appreciate free things as much as you appreciate things you have to pay for yourself? Well, the same is true of medical insurance. Compare your medical insurance to your car insurance. You get a lower car insurance rate if you're a good driver and don't have tickets or accidents, right? So you're careful about how you drive. The cost of your car insurance matters to you because you have to pay for it. But are you careful with your health in order to lower your medical insurance costs? Do you avoid fast food and junk food? Do you go to the gym regularly? Do you refrain from smoking? Do you make sure you aren't obese? You see, people are lax about those things. They don't feel as accountable for their behavior. And that's partly because they don't have to pay to insure their health. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the medical insurance company itself. How much medicine do you think the employees in the insurance company know? Did you think they consisted of doctors who know medicine but also sell insurance? If you think that, dream on. Your medical insurance company is a bunch of business people. They're in the business of selling medical insurance. They don't know any medicine. Nonetheless, they make all the rules. They tell both you and your doctor what you can and cannot do. They dictate which doctors you can see. They dictate the drugs you can have. They dictate the surgical procedures you can have. But none of it is based on medicine. None of it is about keeping you healthy. None of these things that your medical insurance dictates has anything at all to do with what's best for you. All the insurance company cares about is cost. Many patients think the insurance company is telling them what's best for them. No! The insurance company is just telling you what they'll pay for. To a medical insurance company, you are nothing but a dollar sign, and they want you to be the smallest dollar sign possible. They want to spend as little as possible on you. In other words, a medical insurance company is a business that is trying to make money, and they don't make money if they're spending it on you. So they do all sorts of things to keep from spending their money on you. They deny coverage of a whole lot of your options. They pay only for the cheapest treatments. They limit your medication options to only certain drugs. They frequently change the drugs they allow so that you'll have to pay to keep taking the ones you're already on. They hope you don't know their rules so that you don't follow the rules. Because if you don't follow the rules, they don't pay. And they repeatedly change the rules. They designate the guidelines for you that will cost them the least. Most people sabotage their health care by changing their medications and options to whatever the insurance company covers at the time. And this causes problems and chaos for a lot of patients. And you know what's really odd? People pay for plastic surgery, all sorts of weight loss remedies, vitamins, herb, acupuncture, hypnosis, and massage. But they won't pay for their medical care. Isn't that odd? I mean, the thing that is most critical to your health is your medical care. But instead of being proactive and paying to get what you want, most people let the insurance company, that isn't a medical entity at all, make all their decisions. Nearly every day, I get comments on these videos from women who are unable to get what they want because of their medical insurance. And sometimes they blame their doctor. But let me tell you, doctors are frustrated. They are in the same bind you're in. They are bound by the medical insurance company's rules just like you are. It's a triangle. You've signed a contract with the insurance company saying you'll abide by its rules. The doctor has signed a contract with the insurance company saying he'll abide by its rules. But then you have to deal directly with your doctor rather than with the insurance company, even though you're bound by the insurance company's rules rather than the doctor's judgment. Nothing is just between you and your doctor. The insurance company is running the entire show. I teach you these practical things because knowing how the system works can make all the difference in the world for you, and not knowing can doom you. If you live in a country with national health care, you have much more consistency in terms of what you can expect. You don't have independent insurance businesses pulling strings in a way that favors their pocketbooks. The same is true of socialized medicine or single payers. The big difference is that there's no competition for the market. In the US, medicine has become a big business with the insurance companies running it. It's a mess. You know how I teach you that it's all about you? Well, your medical insurance company doesn't think that way. Their motto is it's all about their bottom line. The reason I give you this education and urge you so ardently to come to my seminar or get my book is because you have to take care of yourself. No one, absolutely no one will ever take care of you as well as you will take care of yourself. But you can't take care of yourself if you don't have an education that enables you to do so. My goal is to empower you so that you know how the system works and so that you know all your options and you know how to get what you want. I believe that education is the greatest superpower in the world. So the message in this video is to understand that your medical insurance company does not care about you. For them, it's all about money, saving money. You have to know what's best for you, and this education I'm giving you will give you the tools you need to get what you want. So, if you schedule a one-on-one with me, I help you with all these ins and outs of your insurance company as much as I help you with all the medicines and all the options and all the issues and all the signs. I really include everything because my goal is to make you successful using the system. So that's what this education is all about. It's not just about options. It's not just about any one thing. It's about the whole picture and the whole industry that you have to work within, or all the industries that you have to work in for getting your management of menopause your way. Okay, so that does it for today. Join me next week when I'll address the question, is your doctor a hero or a heretic? In the meantime, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to my channel. Register for a seminar and schedule a one-on-one if you want one. Okay? See you in a week. Bye.